Oh, it's a bit bigger, guys. Look at that. It's a trout, you guys.
Hello makeshifters, this is what we're making today. A hot glue tadpole jig.
The hook I have in the vise, it's owner S59 in size 4. It has a big eye. Same thread in 6/0. Going to make around 25 turns. And the reason why I wrapped the thread at the front, so the hot glue will have something to grab onto. This is your standard hot glue gun. Uses your standard hot glue sticks. Let's apply it. Let's reheat the glue and make it smooth. Here we go. I'm happy the way it's smoothed out. It's looking like a tadpole head now. Now we'll wait for it to cool down and we'll be ready to tie the tail. About 10 turns. This is black marble. I got a wood pigeon feather. I found it on the side of the lake one time I was fishing. Let me attach the footage. Look at that. Strip the fluff. And now add some black dubbing. Here we go. It's a nice little jig with tadpole-like head, a black tail, and hackle spawn on the shank of the hook that represents legs.
Jigs are ready. Let's check size and weight. It is pushing 4.5 centimeters. It is weighing 0.2 of a gram. Let's put them in the box and take them out fishing. We are out on the water. I got the hot glue tadpole jig with a 2-gram jig weight. Let's see what we can do.
It is the last week of September, a few days before the season ends on this particular lake. And I know this time of the year there's no tadpoles in the water. However, a perch might see it as a nymph or as a leech or as some other edible object. So let's see. How's it well?
Can you look?
No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, micro jig, yeah.
There's no perch today.
Oh, no way, guys. There's a fish. That is something else. How did that happen? It have to be a perch. Yeah. Look at that, guys. There he goes. This is makeshift lures, and I approve this tadpole jig. Oh, another one. That's pretty good, guys. Oh, that's every cast now, you guys. That's pretty good. Look at that.
Okay guys, it's time to try my first voiceover. There I was into a fish, and I didn't realize it was a trout until I pulled it in close. I was pretty excited about it, and the fellow angler that I met on the bank was impressed as well. There it is. Then a few quick pictures. Another picture there, with the hot glue tadpole visible in the side of the mouth. And then I left the trout resting in the margin, and sure enough, shortly he swimmed off. There he goes. The fellow angler really was thinking outside of the box, and he was fishing in a spot where I would not have been fishing that day because the side wind was too strong and it was kind of deeper there, so I wouldn't really feel a 2-gram jig weight working on the bottom. But what he did, he put on a 10-gram lead weight with the hole in the middle, a swivel, and 1 meter of line with a salmon streamer. And he'd been dragging it on the bottom, and all he kept getting is good bites of perch. And his quality of perch was much better than mine. And he really showed me that spot for a good days of fishing. And we've been getting double hookups all day. Look at that. That's the smallest of his perches. they were much bigger than mine.
Oh, it's a bit bigger, guys, look at that.
And the retrieve is simple, guys. Make a cast, let it sink, 2 turns of the reel and 2 pulls with the rod, and then usually you'll get a bite on the fall. And it is pretty fun to be fighting perch on an ultralight tackle. Even the medium-sized perch gives you a good fight. And another trick to get the perch's fin up, all you have to do is tickle its back, like so, and the fin goes up for a good video or a picture moment. As day went on, the quality of the perch got a bit bigger. This fish took far out with a good bite. So it took me a bit of time to bring him in, so I'm gonna fast forward it. And when I brought him in close, he was kicking everywhere. Took me a little while to land him. There is something rewarding about catching fish on your own lure and figuring out the ways. Quite pretty colors on this one, the stripes and the fins. There he is. I'm going to take the lure out for a quick release. There he goes. Something interesting happened this time. I made a cast, let it sink, and with the first pull I get a bite of a perch. And as I'm pulling him in, pike follows in behind and takes a swipe at it. There, I will slow it down for you. As the perch is thrashing, the pike takes a swipe, misses, and I'm putting the perch away. That was pretty lucky for the perch. There he is, fin for the camera, and I'll let him go. Then we have noticed another angler fishing nearby, and he wasn't catching, so we have invited him to fish with us. And he was wearing seams waders, so I told him a person with best waders gets at the front of the line and takes my spot. Not only he had the best waders, but his jigging technique was pretty good as well, and soon enough he was into a nice pike. It's amazing to think about it. 3 people that didn't know each other became friends on one fishing outing and were working together to land that pike. I wasn't doing much, of course, I was just filming, but the 2 boys were trying to land them. It was pretty nerve-wracking to watch him play it on a light tackle with a fluorocarbon leader, but he managed to get it done. A pretty good pike of about 3-4 kilos. Well done altogether. And a well-deserved handshake. Now a few quick photos. And a pretty clean release.
Okay guys, what a day today. Started off slow. I was discouraged because of the low water, but it turned out to be quite eventful. A hot glue tadpole jig did really well. Managed to meet new friends, 2 boys. One of them kept catching perch, and then the other one caught a lovely pike. It's quite an eventful day. And it's the end of the season on this lake, so I won't be fishing this lake until next year, I'd say. There's meant to be an end of trout season all around the country as well. But there's one lake that goes a little bit into October with their trout season. So that's where we're gonna go next. So for now, I'm gonna go home, take some rest, and think of a new lure for our box.